U.S. stock market on June 10, 2025. Thank you for reading our news. Please like and follow us for daily news updates. Market snapshot: modest broad-based gains. On June 10, 2025, U.S. equity benchmarks closed higher as investors digested mixed trade talk signals and awaited key inflation data. The S&P 500 rose 0.5% to 6,038.81. The Dow Jones Industrial Average edged up 0.2% to 42,866.87, and the Nasdaq Composite climbed 0.6% to 19,514.99. Even the Russell 2000 of small caps gained 0.6%, closing at 2,156.41. While in sector performance, energy and communications lead. Energy and communications services sectors paced the advance, benefiting from tentative optimism around U.S.-China talks. Traditional energy names rallied on slightly firmer oil prices, while telecom and media stocks found support amid chatter of potential easing in semiconductor export controls. Economic and geopolitical drivers. Trade negotiations in London between U.S. and Chinese officials remained front and center. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick described talks as really well progressing, yet fresh U.S. accusations of Chinese export restrictions kept investors cautious. Meanwhile, hopes of tariff relief underpinned risk appetite, even as market participants positioned for this week's U.S. Consumer Price Index release, which could influence the Federal Reserve's rate cut timeline. Investor insights and strategy. Stay balanced. With market breadth positive but leadership concentrated in a few sectors, avoid overweighting any single theme. Watch inflation signals. Friday's CPI data may prompt rotation. Higher readings could slow the rally, lower prints could accelerate it. Monitor trade developments. Even incremental progress in U.S.-China talks can trigger significant sector moves. Recommendations for individual investors. Diversify across sectors. Include exposure to defensive areas, e.g., staples, utilities, alongside cyclicals. Adopt a tiered entry. If buying pullbacks, stagger purchases to mitigate timing risk around upcoming data. Maintain a long-term horizon. Short-term volatility is likely. Focus on quality names with solid balance sheets and cash flows.